Barbara Stewart.
Thank you, Mr Chair. My first call on this bill, and I'm very delighted on behalf of New Zealand First to get up and take a call. In New Zealand First, we believe that this bill is an ambush on senior citizens. Nothing was mentioned specifically yesterday. We have heard nothing in the Prime Minister's speech about it. No press releases. We've had a look at the website from the Minister either that we've looked at. Nothing has been said about this, just snuck in under the quiet of the urgency, which is really quite shameful. Why on earth are we attacking senior citizens in this way? Private saving is what has been flagged as the way for the government to get out of trouble, and we're all expected to save to dig the country out of the mess that it's in. But this piece of legislation shows New Zealanders that it is not worthwhile actually saving, because a good portion of your savings are going to be whittled away to pay for your care. I cannot understand why Grey Power and other senior organisations weren't invited to have a say on this particular legislation. What do we have in the fiscal responsibilities or in the regulatory impact statement? The analysis of fiscal savings was undertaken by the Ministry of Health with limited consultation with the Ministry of Social Development and the Treasury. Consultation was limited in order to maintain budget confidentiality. And then we have the audacity to have this piece of legislation snuck through the House under the guise of urgency. Sneaking through the House under the guise of urgency. I do not know why the views of this part of society, a vulnerable section of society, are ignored totally by sneaking this bill through Parliament. We want a brighter future for our senior citizens, but where is that brighter future? I can assure the National Party that it's definitely not at this part of one person's life. When you're getting to a rest home, living in a rest home, it doesn't look very good at all. We might as well all have the brighter future while we're younger and spend as much as we can, because the government's going to pick up the bill anyway. A total disincentive to actually save. I was quite interested to hear one of the National members say this morning, "We're boldly going where no man has gone before." And I will say, you're right, and we don't like the direction that this is actually going in. It's negative, it's penny pinching, it's miserable, and it doesn't address the fundamentals that are actually needed to put this country back on the right track again. Where's the brighter future for our seniors? Gone. It's not even there. It's a bleak outlook for this particular group, and it is a shame that it had to go through the House under urgency when it needn't have. It's not an urgent piece of legislation. There was plenty of time to consult with other groups and to let our seniors actually have a say on this particular piece of legislation. So, Mr Chair, we think this is an ambush for our senior citizens in New Zealand First, and we will not be actually supporting this legislation in any way. It is too shameful to support. Thank you.
The question. I call the Honourable Phil Goff.